Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. How are you today? I'm down in London at the moment and it's a beautiful, sunshiny morning here. So we have almost 100 people online in this Zoom room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know your name. Let me know where you're tuning in from around the world. Let me have a look and do some hellos. So we've got Rebecca from New York. Hi. We've got Charles from the Cotswolds. How lovely. I bet the Cotswolds are lovely this morning. Got Lena from Stockholm, Sweden. Rudolph and I were just talking about how the weather is autumnal already up in Findhorn. It seems to be that May and June are the best months up in northeast Scotland if you're planning to visit us. But just when you hope you're getting into the summer proper, it actually turns into autumn and then stays in an autumnal way until about September, where it becomes winter. It's my experience anyway. Hi, Gordon. Gordon's in windy Ely, is it? Oh, I should know how to say that. Regis in sunny, hot Switzerland. Uni in Norway. Charlotte in Denmark. Hi. Bezos saying, I'm ready to meditate for peace, love, and higher consciousness on this planet. Perfect. Yes. Hi, Elena saying ciao from Italy. Stuart saying good morning from Brazil. Maggie's in Chester. Edith's in Austria. Is that? Let's just have a quick look over at see if I can do it quickly. Not very good at doing anything technical quickly, but if anyone's joining us on our social media channels, then you can say hi over there, I think, and see if we can get that. Oh, it's not coming up, and maybe I'm not going to be able to do that just yet. No, I'll keep persevering. I don't know why that's not working, Rudolph. And normally, because we do stream this to Facebook, Instagram. No, it's not working for me today. Don't know why. Um, Yeah, all our social media channels as well, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you do miss it and you're not able to join us live, you can always watch the replay. And what I always say about that is when we're holding meditation together, this group energy, we're not in the normal linear time. We are transcending it into quantum time. So the effects of the meditation, the wave of group energy that we feel, that we all ride together on it, is something that you can access at different times of day. All right, now let's see. Um, Rudolph's just sent it to me again. Let's see if I can have another go. Otherwise, then I'll leave it, but let's have one more try. Do, do, do. Here we go. No, it's saying something went wrong, Rudolph. I don't know. Never mind. All right. So, well, I will say it's always so nice to do these hellos first thing because you get a real sense of how global this community is. It's not just a few hundred people in northeast Scotland that has some visitors. It's always been a global community. Right from the very beginning, it's been an international community. The founders, Eileen and Peter and Dorothy, didn't set about creating a conscious community, but they landed in this place and intuitives, as Peter used to call them, got wind of the fact that they were there and started to come and visit. When they built the original community centre, the original place where everyone would have their meals, there were only a few people in the community, but they built it for hundreds. And it is a brilliant example of build it and they will come because the community did. So I know that there are some people watching this who have never been to Findhorn, who have been following Eileen's teachings for years, but have never actually made it to the place. But I also know that you're just as much of our community as the people that are living on the land. And it's always had this wonderful global connection. Eileen was always talking about creating a center that's a network of light. It wasn't just about landing them in one place, it was about creating this anchor point to create a network of light around the world. And we can't do that without all of you. All right. So if you're new, let me know if you're new, by the way, in the comments. I read Eileen Caddy's guidance from this little book. And I don't know if you can see that or if it's the other way around. It's called Opening Doors Within 365 Daily Meditations from Findhorn by Eileen Caddy. She was one of the original founders. She was an extraordinary mystic, an extraordinary spiritual teacher, a prolific author. She was awarded, I think, an MBE. Do I know? Am I going to find out easily? No, or CBE by the Queen for her services to spirituality and religion. Yeah. And she had a very devoted silent meditation practice that she called inner listening. And then she would write down the guidance that she received from her soul, from the voice of her soul. So that's what we read every day. I'll guide you into a right posture and deep space of relaxation for meditation. Then I'll read the guidance and then we'll drift into silence together and let the words just steep us gently into this place of deep inner listening. Oh, I've just seen someone's new. Let's see. Oh, hi. Stuart's saying, is that, no, sorry, Rochelle. Is that your first name? Yes. I'm new here, my first time. Well, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. That's wonderful. Ah, yeah, that's lovely. It's always nice to have some new people join us as well. Okay, so I'd like you to find a comfortable sitting position and roll your shoulders back, neck nice and long, chin parallel to the floor. Keep your feet flat on the earth, or you can have them, your legs crossed under you in a traditional meditation posture if that's comfortable for you, but you don't need to. The most important thing is you're not crossing your legs at the knees or the ankles if you're in a normal sitting position on a chair or a sofa, and that you have your back straight and supported. Roll your shoulders back, and you can place your palms face up on the lap, or you can place the back of the right hand in the palm of the left hand and touch the thumb tips together like that. That's a meditation mudra, a sacred hand gesture that helps direct the flow of the energy. And the physical posture and the way that we hold our hands and the position of our body is all important. It's not just a nice to have, it's all important because it physically and energetically affects the level of meditative consciousness that we can go into. And if we're contorted in some way, or our physical body's creating pain, or we've crossed something over, it does something that blocks the energy flow or shifts the energy flow. And there are ways of us being upright, straight, relaxed, that are more beneficial for us, that make it easier for us to enter deeper states of meditation, and things we can do that make it harder for us as well. Also, don't meditate lying down as well. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because the energy is flat, the energy is supine. It's very hard to stay alert and consciousness. So the physical posture is important to a degree because we're getting this sense of the energy moving and this inner alertness, this inner awareness. All right. So finding a comfortable sitting position. And if you're somewhere safe to do so, I encourage you to close your eyes. Just take a moment to arrive into the space. And you can notice any sounds, noises, or movements around you. Just allow your attention to float out there, drift out there, and notice them. It wants to notice them. The sound of the wind, or the traffic, or children, or your dog, whatever it is. And then just make a conscious decision to draw your energy inwards now. Drawing it back, drawing it into the body, into your inner awareness, so that you feel this sense of presence behind the eyes. The yogis call this pratyahara, this dulling down of the outward senses and this drawing inwards, like a turtle back into its shell. And let's notice your breath. How does it feel today in your body? And you can take a slightly deeper breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you breathe out, let any remaining tension and contraction in your shoulders, your neck unwind. Another deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, releasing any unnecessary contraction, letting it all unwind. All of the muscles of the face, neck, shoulders relax. Another deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And this time, letting go of any thoughts, any worries, any mental energy that's foggy or clouding the hair, just letting it drift away like wisps out the window. One more deep breath, filling the belly up first like a balloon, drawing the air all the way into the lungs, and then slowly breathing out through the nose in a long, cool stream of air, feeling the air touch the tip of the nostrils. And this time at the bottom of the breath, just let the breathing cycles soften and lengthen naturally now, continuing at their own time, in and out through the nose. As we slow the breath down, our mind naturally quietens down. And every time you breathe in through the nose, we're breathing in the new, fresh, clean oxygen. And every time we breathe out, we're releasing the old thoughts, the old energy, the old conditioning. Breathing in the new and releasing the old. Let's consecrate this special time together, offering up all the fruits that we receive from this meditation to the divine, to God, to the spiritual heart, asking that it be not just for our benefit, but for the benefit of all beings across the cosmos everywhere, as we heal, as we grow, as we expand and raise our consciousness. So the whole heals and raises in consciousness, more and more light flooding in. And I like to let my mind drift down, float down into my heart space, and bring my awareness to the middle of the chest a little to the right, the home of the spiritual heart, the home of our divine self, in this portal to the God within. Feeling a sense of warmth and peace here. Tranquility. Home is where the heart is. A sense of sanctuary, safe, sweet sanctuary. coming back home to ourselves. And from this place of deep inner listening, eyes closed, body in repose, simply listen with your inner ears as I read Eileen's guidance for today. How can you hope to grow without being stretched, without being tested? Where do your faith and security lie? From whence do you draw your strength and power? Are you trying to live this life on your own strength, relying on the self to pull you through? If you are, you will not be able to withstand the stresses and strains all around you. But when you place everything in my hands and allow me to guide and direct you, you will be able to do anything. Because with me, all things are possible. Do you feel the burden you are carrying is too heavy and that you have been given far too great a task to carry out? Why not start right now to cast all your burdens and cares upon me and let me navigate you through these troublesome waters? I will pilot you through every difficulty into calm and still waters and free you from every strain when your faith and trust are wholly in me. So allowing these words to carry us deeper now and deeper still, deep down into stillness, and a place of open receptivity. Anytime thoughts trouble you, physical sensations bother you, or feelings try and hook you, simply come back to this deep connection to your heart space, this feeling of aliveness, of I am within you. Remembering you're not the thoughts, you're not the feelings, and you're not the body. Just the I am feeling. Pure presence. How can you hope to grow without being stretched, without being tested? Where do your faith and security lie? From whence do you draw your strength and power? Are you trying to live this life on your own strength, relying on the self to pull you through? If you are, you will not be able to withstand the stresses and strains all around you. But when you place everything in my hands and allow me to guide and direct you, you will be able to do anything, because with me all things are possible. Do you feel the burden you are carrying is too heavy, and that you have been given far too great a task to carry out? Why not start right now to cast all your burdens and cares upon me and let me navigate you through these troublesome waters? I will pilot you through every difficulty into calm and still waters and free you from every strain when your faith and trust are wholly in me. So, just taking a moment or two longer to steep deeply in these words. Let's fill up our hearts with appreciation, gratitude. Thank you. Thank you to Eileen, Peter, Dorothy, Findhorn Angels for sharing this wisdom today. Thank you to all of our teachers across spiritual traditions and religions, all of the saints and the mystics who have fought so hard and so devotedly to make sure that this wisdom has reached us today. Let's fill our hearts with gratitude and send a wave of appreciation to each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing sacred space today. And let's fill up our hearts one final time and give ourselves an inward hug. Grateful to ourselves. Thank you for coming to practice today. So taking a slightly deeper breath in through the nose, filling up with clean, fresh oxygen. Subtly attuning to the sacred vibration that the day holds. And setting our own intention for the day ahead, wherever we are in it. Becoming aware of the room around you, present behind the eyes, and then in your own time wiggling your fingers, scrunching your toes, and slowly, gently releasing the meditation and opening your eyes and coming back into the space. Welcome back, everyone. Well, this reading today reminds me of a few things, not least of all the 12-step program, an incredibly grace-filled, divine gift from God, and to let go and let God. What about if we can't control it all? What about if it's not down to us? We have to let go and let a higher power take charge, not to fall into passivity, but to just trust that there is a greater force that can do things when we can't. It's that having that faith, can do all things in Christ who strengtheneth me. Yeah, in the Bible, the faith of the mustard seed, that tiny mustard seed that can grow into a huge, huge branch of a plant. If we just rely on our higher power, this bigger power for its strength as well. And this casting all your burdens and cares, I don't know if you're familiar of a writer called Florence Scovel Shinn, who was really one of the first teachers of the laws of attraction and manifestation, but she was writing and teaching in the 1930s. And she often talked about cast your burdens on the Christ within. So every moment when we feel fear, anxiety, stress, it's not about not feeling those feelings, but it is about saying I don't have to be flattened by them. I don't have to deal with them all by myself. I'm going to hand them over to the God within. All right, let's see who else we have. Marco from Italy. Hi, Marco. Hi, Mimi from Ramsey in Cambridge. Hemo, hi, from the Netherlands. Rudolph, good morning. Love and peace to all everywhere. Sarah, interesting. I've had the most profound meditation journeys in the supine position. Yes, I mean, it can work for some people. And it's also, I mean, I think in those states, like it's like the relaxation pose after yoga. It's almost yoga nidra. We can drift off into a different level of consciousness. But yeah, there's something about the spine being upright that a lot of the traditions seem to agree on. Ah, hello. Ian, meditations at Findhorn, no instructions given. Well, fair enough. Japan, hi. Keiko, thank you. Hi, Regis, thank you. Hi, Elsa, saying thank you. Hi, Paula. Thank you for this beautiful meditation. You're so welcome. Hi, Laura, saying thank you and blessings. Jane saying thank you. Lena, Leah, Charles. You're also welcome. It's lovely to have you all with me here, and I'm wishing you a beautiful week filled with the aliveness of the heart and a capacity to let go. All right, sending lots of love. Take care, everyone. Bye.